mist kicked up from that water, 700,000 gallons per second, cascading 20 stories down. The effects on his visibility, his grip on that wire, unknowable until he is out there alone. A man, a wire, and a balancing pole.
He is about a third of the way, almost a third of the way to his goal of arriving in Canada, becoming the first man to ever walk over Niagara Falls. And again, the wettest area here, it may actually change 3 times by the time he's finished with this walk. You can just see the water is dripping off of that wire.
Thank you, Jesus, my righteous King. Praise you, Father God. Praise you, Jesus.
Looks good, Nick. Can you hear me okay with the roar of the falls right there?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
All right, good. I want to make sure you can be able to hear me every step back. Looking good, Nick. I mean, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, Jesus.
Really doing a great job there.
The only thing I'm not happy about is that pendulum that we hung the weather station on.
Yeah.
You know, it's moving a lot. It's catching wind.
Yeah, it's catching a little more wind, but you're going to get past that reasonably soon. So you're doing great. Nice, calm steps. Everything's looking good.
To Nick talking with his father, Terry, discussing the weather conditions and how Nick is making his way through them. Let's go down to our weatherman, Sam Champion. Sam, what is Nick facing at this moment?
Hey, Josh, right as they had that conversation, we picked up a 14-mile-per-hour wind gust just ahead of Nick on the wire. And the real problem here might not be the speed of the gust, because if you're looking at it, you can see that mist is driving and hits him constantly on the left side of his body. That would be fine. He could get used to that, but it's swirling. It goes from southeast to south to southwest, and then it kind of goes around even over his head. So it's not only going in the compass direction, but it's kind of wrapping around him, all the way over and under him as well, and that's the concern. That's what he was talking about, picking up a little bit of gust there. Also, it is just so wet. Josh, we've been looking at this now for 2 days. Have you ever seen it this wet?
Sam, I have not, and you're right. We've been locked onto this for 2 days. About 13 minutes now into his walk, as we take a look at just how far he's gone and yet how far he still has to go. And you can see just how alone he is in the middle of that madness. And yet, it's something he has trained his entire life for. One of the longest walks in his career, to be sure. Let's review. He did this by walking on a wire, in fact, twice as long as this, almost 3,000 feet in length, to make sure he'd have the endurance to do this. And as we showed you before, he did it with that fire hose pounding away at him, and a wind machine blowing 55-mile-an-hour gusts.
But there's no way, Josh, that any amount of preparation could simulate what he finds here. And the one thing that he did learn from all of that practice that you just detailed was that he was uncomfortable with the fact that, and as you look at that mist and you can visibly see the wind because the mist and because of the lights that we have along his path, he said that he thought might be disconcerting to him mentally. And that might be distracting. He's used to feeling the wind and dealing with the wind, but not actually seeing it as he is tonight.
And to that point, this is certainly a feat of endurance, of strength, but as we bring in Bill back in the United States, Bill, this is a man of singular mental fortitude.